Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
Hey, what up? What up? Yes. Week 2 is upon us. We are already midweek, and yeah, we're getting ready to kick some ass here. Let me know what you think of the graphic that's up on the screen. I mean, I normally would have just all the Google matchups, but figure this would look a little bit cooler. But let me know, does it make the screen just look like super crazy now? A little bit too much going on? Let me know. And let's see. Shout out to Corey. What up? What up? And it said, everyone hit the like and subscribe. Let's go. And RG, Pickens or Rome? I think I'm probably feel like I'm going to be leaning on Rome here. Yeah, I think I'm going to be leaning on Rome. Yep. Toyota 1, what up, bro? What's going down, homie? And John said, wipe my feet on the way in, just like we like it. Hit that like button. Crispy, let him know. Hit that like button. And John, standard, 1 RB, 1 wide receiver, 1 flex. Pollard, Charbonnet, Travis Hunter, Hollywood, Keenan Allen. Pollard's got a pretty tough matchup this week, doesn't he? Yeah, what do they got? They got the why am I spacing? They got the Colts. Yeah, it's not really that. It's not really that crazy. Let me see. I think I'm going to go. And no, they don't have the Colts. The Titans have the. Where the hell are they? Why am I not seeing it? They have the Rams. They kind of held down Houston last week. But dude, Charbonnet's got the Steelers, man, and it was like super easy to run all over them. Let me see. Well, we got Jamie in here, so let me ponder that real quick. And shout out to Jamie. What up, bro?
What's up, y'all? So you're doing a Q&A. I was like, I'm not doing nothing. I'll hop on.
All right. Yeah, I think, man, it's tough. I think I'm going to go Charbonnet, and I think I'm going to go Hollywood for the wide receiver, and I think I'm going to go Keenan Allen for the flex. So Travis Hunter and Pollard would be on the bench. And Lex plant some trees. What up?
So you're going Pollard over or Charbonnet over Pollard? That's tough for me.
It's super close, and I think I'm just leaning on the matchup a little bit more than anything.
Yeah, because I know I saw your video. You're high on Breece Hall, right? And I got Pollard like right in that Breece Hall, Alvin Kamara area.
Okay, so you got him towards the top.
Yeah, in that like 14, 15, 16 area.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess that's not the top, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't know. It's just I've especially early in the season. Titans, I'm nervous about them with the rookie QB. Like, I mean, their play calling not really on point, and I mean, they're gonna have a lot of kinks to work out. So I just feel like Titans are gonna be kind of a slow starting offense.
Oh yeah, totally agree.
John said Fields or Bo. I kind of just like the matchup for Fields a little bit better in his running. So
I have a league where it's a dynasty league. I got Fields, Bo Nix, Herbert, and Drake May. And I'm definitely starting Fields. And then I got to decide between Herbert and May. And I think Nix is going to be the last choice of mine.
Yeah, it's not that great of a matchup for him. Even though, we'll see. I'm sure we're gonna see a little bit of a different Colts team tomorrow than we saw, like completely dominating.
I called a bad game for the Colts. I don't think they're gonna do much.
Yeah, it's Dolphins and Broncos. I would just say are worlds different as far as like the talent. And Triple X Lex, Jordan Mason, Charbonnet, Travis Hunter. I guess I don't really want to start Travis Hunter this week.
I don't like starting Hunter either.
It's a decent matchup versus the Bengals, but I think everyone's just hyped because they said he's going to play a couple more snaps on defense, and that doesn't excite me to where I want to like start him in an offense only league,
Yeah, I can see maybe 10 points in an offense only league.
Right.
But
And
what really
if
is
that, I
that?
don't know.
Like,
Because if you're talking 1.0 PPR, I feel like he's good for maybe like 3 catches and like 45 to 55 yards. I feel is kind of where he's going to hit.
so that's what, 8 points? Yeah, like let's say 8 to 10, but that'll still make him outside the top 35.
Yeah. I don't, because especially like I feel like most of these questions are from people who are in the start 7, league. So, you're starting 3 wide receivers at the most. I feel like you got to have 3 wide receivers better than Hunter on your squad.
Yeah, and I do like Jordan Mason over Charbonnet, in my opinion.
I'm gonna say yes to Jordan Mason over Charbonnet. Atlanta, you already know, man. They're a little fluky with their defense, and I feel like if anything, they're a little bit better at defending the pass than the run, even though it kind of looked the opposite last week. And Jeff, what up? He said, once again, you have the best sound bites. Oh man, hold on, let me find a good one.
100%.
I know all this, okay, but I do like hearing it, so go on.
There we go. And Triple X Lex said the screen looks dope. Okay, for sure. Yeah. What do you think about the screen? Normally, Jamie, I have just have like Google up and I'll just scroll through the matchups, but took a little bit of time to just kind of get all the matchups on the screen.
I like this better, man. It's more visual. You could actually see the matchups like visually.
And we got the 3 big matchups on the bottom. The Monday, we got 2 Monday night football games and obviously the Sunday night game between the Vikings and the Falcons. I'm excited to see if Tampa and so I want to see how good Tampa actually is and how good or fugazi the Texans are, because I feel like a lot of people have been hyped on the Texans and they haven't showed me anything since CJ's been a rookie.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm getting a phone call.
Okay. And Jeff said, what up, brother? Said, need 1 wide receiver, 1 flex, full PPR, Tyreek, Pollard, Pearsall. I'm going to go. I think I'm going to leave Pollard on the bench. I'm going to go a little bit higher upside. And Andre said, you like the matchup for Penix, Huss? I mean, it's okay. I mean, let's see. What the Vikings like? What are the Vikings on paper? So Vikings on paper are like the 9th best matchup for quarterbacks right now. And I'm kind of basing it on, points given up like last week, but you just see like they have like issues right now. They got no Van Ginkel. They got no Cashman. I mean, their secondary, outside of Byron Murphy, I mean, kind of a little banged up as well. I mean, I know Metalis is there, but it's kind of like a jack of all trades. And but yeah, so I like the matchup for Penix for sure. And thanks, Crispy. I finally just made it home. I got to check another league over here. And then I'm going to get over to number 8. And this is what someone's saying. They needed 26 and 27 links. And all right, Brady said, looks great. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate you. And Stuart on Patreon, Stu, he said Brown, Pearsall, or Ridley. Is that AJ Brown? If so, I'm leaning AJ Brown. Make sure you guys get specific with at least the first initial or something. And Pittman or Shakir. I'm going to go Shakira. Pittman's got a really tough matchup this week versus Pat Surtain Jr. Very, very tough. And then Boutte or Egbuka. I mean, I really like Boutte's matchup, but I think I'm going to have to go Egbuka just after his super strong showing in week 1. Yes. And then, okay. And then that's it. There we go. All right. And thanks for joining in, Patreon peeps. Make sure you guys come to YouTube. And then I got to go. Give me 1 second. I got to get the links posted. The pay links for one of these dynasty leagues here real quick. We're in the number 110. And did anybody see the different short videos that I posted this week? Some were from the injury stuff. Some was from my starts and sits of the week. Some was from waiver wire pickups. Yeah, we had a few different things. Yeah, let me know if you guys saw those videos. And dang, I don't have the 2026 link posted over here. We're gonna have to do that. Thanks for being patient, guys. We're gonna get the one. We're gonna get these posted real quick. All right, here goes the 2026 link. And we'll pin that. And then 2027 link. Here we come. And I'm going to get back to the questions here in a sec. I just got everything pulled to the side while I post these links for people to pay. And Crispy said the number 8. Crispy, which number 8? There's so many number 8s, man. Let's see if I was tagged. And Jeff said Rams defense, Tennessee or Arizona, or Rams or Arizona. Rams, bro. And John Njoku, Ferguson, or Chieg. I'm gonna go Njoku, man. It is it's tough. It's tough. I'm gonna go Njoku though. Okay. Hey, Bob Hope. And Bob Hope said what'd Bob Hope say? He said Pitt, Strange, or Juwanna Man. I'm gonna go Strange. And Lex said drop Jaden Blue for Benson. Yeah, definitely. J-Man, what up, what up? He said go Buckeyes, let's get it. Turtle One said it's like a comic book visually, dope as fuck, homie. All right, appreciate you, bro. Yeah, this will be something that I just do every week because it makes it easier for me. Then I just have all the matchups like right here. I don't have to go like scroll through Google or whatever, you know, that I have on the screen. So yeah, this will be what I'll be doing moving forward. And since I know all the matchups and stuff, I could do them in advance. I kind of did this last minute on the fly. Okay. And Corbin, what up, bro? And Brendan, what up? So I got a couple questions. First, who do you pick between Juwan and Njoku? I'm going Njoku, but it's very, very close. Very, very close. I mean, San Francisco, they're just really good at defending the tight end. So that, you know, that's kind of why I'll lean on Njoku very slightly. Because it's a great matchup. And so I got a tough sit in the flex with ETN and Hendy, both killer matchups. Yeah, I'm going ETN, man. It's not that tough for me. Not that tough for me. And Corey said matchups look great. I love the pop on the screen, and it's exclusive to the for the Fantasy Football Hustler channel. That's for sure. Yes, because I literally created all these like within the last hour before I got on the live stream. So, you know, there's a little bit of kinks to be worked out. You know, like you can see some of them are like different sizes and shit like that. But I figured this would just be cooler than doing this. This is what the alternative would have been. Where is that? So look, this is how we were rocking last week, you know, and I would just scroll through here and we would just see the matchups on the screen like that. But even then I still have to like scroll. We can't see like all the matchups like in the same place. So yeah, this is just way cooler. And yeah, so everything we're doing, it's all about upping the presentation, right? And you know, people can pretend that they're, you know, keeping up with what I'm doing as far as you know, being one of the most interactive fantasy football channels around. Yeah, people can say they are, but I know I still answer more questions on a weekly basis than any show that's out there. I can guarantee it. And that was from years and years ago. Like even now, it's like insane. All right. Trick said, is Daniel Jones worth starting tomorrow? It depends on who you have, but it's like when you think about Miami versus the Broncos defense, Miami might be one of the worst defenses in the league, like maybe number 32 out of 32, especially after like last week's showing. And the Broncos might be like number 1 out of 1. So that's the difference. Like Pesos may have carved up the Dolphins, but I don't think he's going to be carving up, the Broncos like he did the Dolphins. So is he worth starting? It really depends on your options. I am more inclined to start him if it's a super flex league than a single QB league. If you're in a single QB league, I find it hard to believe that you won't have someone with a better matchup than Pesos. And hold on one sec. I totally forgot. We got to get the chat pulled up for Rumble here. And no comments over here on Rumble. Not yet anyways. And actually we'll pull up the Twitch feed as well. Just make sure if anything happens over there, I'll see it. All right. Okay. And Jeff said, hold on. Jamie's back. There we go.
And sorry, guys.
You're good. Jeff says, should I keep Ray Davis as a handcuff? I have James Cook or pick up Brian Robinson. Surprisingly, he's available in my league, or keep both. I guess I'd rather have Brian Robinson over Ray Davis.
Because let's say CMC gets hurt. Now you actually have a starter, right? But if James Cook never gets hurt, you're just wasting a roster spot. Even
if James Cook got hurt, I feel like Ray Davis isn't going to come into as much work as
exactly.
Cook.
Yeah.
And Corey said, Flock charging like $20 a question. Yeah, I mean, maybe one day it'll be like that to where there'll be like thousands of people in here, and like I won't have time for anybody who doesn't super chat. But it just is what it is. We're a fan funded show. I mean, whether people super chat or not, like, I mean, they're getting money from YouTube on the ads and all that. Bob Hope said Sutton or Myers. Man, this one's tough because like if Brock doesn't play, they're just gonna like force feed Myers like crazy, and that kind of seems like it's leaning that way.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard Brock is playing. I thought he had a.
What they say? I mean, I just saw that he was limited. I've been busy.
The one I saw said he had a good practice. I don't know what that means, but I do like Sutton. I have him around that top 20 area. Myers is like maybe 5-6 spots lower. So I mean, it's super close.
Yeah, I think I'm leaning on Sutton either way. And now it's kind of a tough matchup on paper because the Colts like destroyed the Dolphins last week. Corey said you like Flacco over Stafford in a single QB.
Jesus, man. You don't have anyone else to play in single quarterback league?
Yeah, and I mean, I guess what's tough is like, do I like Flacco more? Maybe. I mean, they're playing the Ravens. I feel like they're going to be losing, so they're just going to be throwing it a little bit more. But the Ravens, I feel like, do have a better secondary right now than the Titans. And I'm just rocking. I'm just going to rock the Rams. I know Browns are at home.
Plus, they got the better receivers.
Yeah.
Better offense.
Yeah, and Corey said I only asked because Flacco has a good matchup. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a really good matchup on paper.
But it's the Browns. Come on.
Yeah. For Zeal, what up, bro? He said, Ja'Cory Krosky a league winner now. Well, we'll see. I feel like the more that people hype him up, the more likely that he is to like fail everybody. So
yeah, and you got to remember, Rodriguez was a healthy scratch, so they'll be bringing him in. He'll get some of the short yards, maybe steal some touchdowns.
Yep. Yes, sir. All right. And just a reminder, if anyone wants to get on the squares, I guess I've been a little busy and haven't really promoted the Sunday one. We got to get some people on that. And I'm going to do both boards for Monday as well. All right.
Oh, we got Uncle Ted in the chat. What's up, dude? I see you around everywhere, man.
Let's see. Where's Uncle Ted at? Let's see. Oh, shout it out. Yeah, he said, what's up, Taco Leaguers? Yeah, this guy's funny because what the hell is the one league that you play in that you like stroke off as like the best like type of leagues in like existence?
Wait, what?
What up, Hollywood? Yeah, nah, Uncle Ted is like, nah, man, if you don't play in like this league on whatever website he plays on, it's just prime time, whatever the fuck that is. Yeah, NFFC.
Oh yeah, the high stakes.
Yeah. Yeah, high stakes, but it's always like the hella basic leagues. Like, I don't know. I get it. Like, for high stakes, people want to play in the easiest like style of league possible, but I don't know. If I'm going to throw down big money, I don't want to throw down on like the type of leagues that are like, I don't know, easy for like everybody to win. And Coach C, what up, bro? And he's, I hope all is well. Thanks for all you do. You the man. Said I'm in 2 sleepers. Give me an idea for one. Oh, 2 survivors. Give me an idea for one. You know what? Why don't we go look at that? Because I really haven't even like paid attention. I took the Jags last week. I wouldn't take them this week anyways, but let me see. Cowboys over the Giants would be interesting. Cowboys are at home. Rams over the Titans. That's probably, I mean, that's I would say has to be one of the elite matchups, but they are on the road, so that's one of the things that kind of sucks. Bills over the Jets. I mean, it should be San Fran over the Saints, but they got so many injuries. I just wouldn't even want to mess with that this week. I do like the Broncos over the Colts, but the thing that sucks is the Colts are at home. It's like all these ones where I like the matchups. It's like the road teams are the more favorited team. I do like the Cardinals over the Panthers.
I also want to shout out Albert, man. Albert's in all the chats.
Yeah.
Love Albert, man. Thanks for the support.
And yeah, I think I'm just going. I'm going Ravens over the Browns, and I'm locking that in right now. And I know there's a bunch of people who will always kind of think, man, I just want to save the good teams till later. And you lose 1 week, there is no later.
Yeah, exactly.
Last year, I did one of these survival pools. We had like 60 or 70 people in, and I think all but 3 got eliminated by week 3. And it's one of those things, like you want to be smart and you want to keep all these like teams. But when you just like think about it, how like so many people try to be smart, they like outsmart themselves is what it is. Because you got to make it to week 6 or 7 for like all those teams to like make a difference.
And you got to pay attention to bye weeks too. You don't want to be stuck.
Yeah, but like I said, last year, 95% of the teams were out before bye weeks even started. So it did get to that point, but just there was like 3 of us that actually made it. I can't remember how far we made it. I think we made it to like week 8 or week 9, something like that. But yeah, it got real interesting, real interesting. And Adams, Ricky P, Pittman, pick one. I'm not gonna play Pittman at all this week. If it's a regular league where you only start 3 wide receivers, just leave Pittman out. Like versus Patrick Surtain Jr., like he shouldn't even be in the convo this week unless you're in a deeper league where you're literally picking between Pittman and like, I don't know, 3rd string, low end 2nd string running wide receivers, low end, high end 3rd stringers. Yeah.
Rashid Shaheed or Pittman.
Yeah,
I got Pittman outside my top 40.
I'm gonna go Adams.
Me too, because I got Adams in my inside my top 20. Ricky's probably around 24, so not too far off, but still Adams.
Yeah, it's a good matchup for Ricky. It's just, the whole everything that they got going on with the quarterback and just changes and injuries. And, at least he is the one of the healthy guys over there right now. And Bob said, should I pick up Ingram or play Strange? I'm gonna play Strange.
I was gonna say that. I was about to argue with you about it, but you said the right thing, man. I love Strange, dude.
Yeah, I'm super.
I'm playing Strange over Jared Goff in my super flex.
Nice.
So, in that format, you get 3 points of reception for tight ends.
That's big. Yeah.
Big difference, but I do have Strange over Engram this week.
Yeah. And Bobo or Bapo said if you had to pick 2 to start, Pearsall, Hunter, D Swift, Butte. Probably Ricky P and Butte.
I'm gonna go Ricky P and Swift, even though I know Roshan's returning. He could steal a touchdown or 2. But yeah, I think I go Swift.
And for Zill, Nico, JMO, Bill, or JT, Terry, Tyrone, Butte. The Nico side. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I would just say, here's the thing: if it's a redraft league, more often than not, if you are doing like, I don't know, a 2 for 2, 3 for 2, whatever, you're doing where there's like multiples, if you don't have the best player in that entire deal coming back to your side, I'm not going to like it.
Yeah.
Because we're talking redraft. Like, you got to get top heavier. That's what it's all about. And Coach C, Jacoby or Sutton. Someone asked this a little earlier. I'm on the Sutton side, but it's close though for me.
I also said Sutton, also close.
And TJP, Ricky Pearsall or Hollywood. I'm going to go Hollywood.
Sing about Hollywood.
Coach C, Hunter Henry or Ferguson?
I love Hunter Henry this week, man.
Yeah, I'm going Henry over Ferg. Isn't Ferguson still a little banged up too? I think so. Uncle Ted, I really like Miles Sanders, Noah Fant, and Brandon Cooks in the slot. And he said, y'all like LaKeith Allen?
I do. It's a stash.
Yeah. And Tricks, what up? Hey, I thought Tricks were for kids. And Superflex, Daniel Jones, Aaron Jones, Russell Wilson, Stephon Diggs, or Judkins. Man, see, this is funny. See, this is like a realistic type of question here. Because I don't think that Danny Pesos or Russell Wilson should just be auto started.
I don't think so either, man.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking Aaron Jones or Diggs. It's got to be one of those, right?
Yeah, and I'm probably going to lean on Aaron Jones here, but the one thing I got to remind everybody, Miami cornerbacks suck. It's like Jack Jones and Storm Duck, fucking, I don't even know, character on the DuckTales or something. It's so good to play anybody versus those guys because they literally have nobody at the cornerback position. But that being said, I think I'm still going Aaron Jones versus the Falcons on Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
Relevant, what up? And hey, shout out to Devo who just popped in. What up, what up? Relevant said, I need you guys full start 2 running backs, Samson, Chubb, Mason, Ken Walker, Monty. I really don't feel like Chubb is startable anymore. Not this week anyways, versus the Bucks. I don't care how much volume he gets into. You could tell it's ugly, man. He couldn't even do shit versus the Rams last week, and this is a way worse matchup. I'm going Samson because I don't care if Judkins is coming back. Judkins has only practiced twice officially with the team, and I feel like they're going to be down so much that Samson getting 8 catches last week wasn't a fluke. Is he going to get 8? Probably not. But even if they cut that in half, that's still going to be 4 with an opportunity for, a lot of yak. So I'm going to go Samson. And even though Ken Walker didn't show out that much last week, the matchup's too juicy for me to ignore. I'm going to go Ken Walker for that.
Yeah, I like it.
And then you got your second question. I'll let Jamie answer that, and then we'll get the second question.
Yeah, so, I'm going to go KW3. You got to remember he didn't play all preseason, didn't practice much. I think he should get going. And Samson, man, PPR monster, dude.
Hell yeah. All right. And
start 3.
Let's see who we got on the wide receivers here. So Hill, Neighbors, McMillan, Coleman, Pickens. So we start 3 out of
going Neighbors. You can't sit Neighbors.
Yeah. I'm also not gonna sit Hill in this matchup either. With no Christian Gonzalez,
he's out.
the Patriots cornerback's a little shaky. And that third,
it's between McMillan and Pickens for me.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say Coleman in this one because they move him around so much that I know Sauce is not gonna follow him. Like last week, I think he played, I don't even know what percentage, but I know he ran like 30-something routes from the left, 30-something routes from the right, and then he ran like 5 or 6 at each of the slots on the left and the right. So that Sauce isn't going to follow him around like that.
Uncle Ted said, would you drop Noah Fant for LaQuinn Allen? I think I would because Gesicki's still a thing. I know Fant, I think, got the touchdown.
That's mostly what it was. I don't even think, I think for like all 3 tight ends that Fant ran the least amount of routes for all 3 tight ends, but he just happened to luck into that touchdown.
And let's say one of Tootin or what the fuck's his name? ETN gets hurt. LaQuinn Allen's going to be the number 2.
Yeah. And all right, let's power through some of these. Let's see. Corey said Kamara, Pollard, ETN. Pick one. I'm going ETN.
Yeah, ETN. Kamara's close behind, but.
And Corey, would you play all 3 over Pittman as well? Man, you have to re-put in the question when you do that because I can't remember.
Most likely, yes, because we have Pittman so freaking low.
I don't want to play Pittman like
not at all. Outside my top 40.
You, like I said, it has to be somewhere where you're starting 3 wide receivers.
Hill, Neighbors, and Pickens, maybe.
I don't remember. I don't think that was him. That was the other question. Shout out again to Devo.
What up?
And Ashton on Twitch. DJ Moore, Sutton, Hollywood at the flex. I'm leaning Hollywood.
Say goodbye. Say goodbye to Hollywood.
Say goodbye to Hollywood.
Coach C.
I still go Sutton just for safe, but I think Hollywood can outscore him.
And Coach C. Sutton or Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson, I feel, has one of the best matchups in the league this week. And in the past, Bills cornerbacks, a little bit tougher than they are these days. That's all I'm going to say.
So who are you going with? Garrett?
I'm going with Garrett. Yeah.
Yeah, same.
And let's see. Hey, David, what up, bro? Hey, and he said that's week 2. Let's get it. And he said the real Crispy in the house. Will the real Crispy please stand up? And Crispy said, so I should play Samson over Pesos. Whoa. Yeah. Well, here's the thing, though. If it's a hustler league, not necessarily, because the quarterbacks score a lot higher. I would still probably lean on Samson, but it's closer. Like when other people ask, I assume it ain't no hustler scoring. It's the regular degulars where the QBs don't score as much.
So on my Tuesday show, I broke down this game, and this is what I have for Danny Pennies. He's not going to beat Danny Dollars this week.
No.
170 passing yards. I don't see any passing touchdowns for him.
Yeah.
And I can see some short rushing yards and maybe a rushing touchdown.
Yeah.
So he
Broncos are going to get
touchdowns.
I wonder if they're going to give him the like called run plays where he just gets the snap and then automatically breaks, because like Broncos are about to eat him alive. Like the Dolphins had like no pass rush on him last week, and now it's going to be like the exact opposite. What up, Frank? He said just jumped on. What do we think about Bowers, if not Fanning or Njoku? I'm still going to be leaning on Njoku, but it's pretty close. Let me go see if I could find anything about Bowers, because he just got in he got in the limited practice today, but that was it. Let me see.
You have to start Bowers if you know he's playing.
Yeah, but yeah.
Fanning and Njoku, I have them back to back, both at tight end 13 and 14. I do think Fanning gets a touchdown this week.
Yeah, if you don't have a Monday pivot for Brock, I'm just going to say just swap him out. But also be paying attention and come in tomorrow morning, because if we get any news about him playing, my opinion is going to change. But as of right now, it doesn't say one way or the other whether he's playing. I just know he didn't practice Friday, or he didn't practice Thursday. He didn't practice Friday, and he got in a limited practice today. That's it. If you just get in one limited practice and two non-participants throughout the week, there's no guarantee that you're going to start. It's usually more likely that you're not going to start.
And if he doesn't start, I'd probably lean Fannin, man, because he saw 72% of the snaps, which was more than Njoku. He's had a 21.6% target share, and then his 55 snaps that he did play was fourth most among the Browns' skill players.
Yeah, and I really think
they left him everywhere. They even gave him a carry out of the backfield.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yes, Njoku ran routes on 64% of his snaps.
And even when they did 11 personnel, Fannin was in there at times above Njoku.
Yes, Fanning, he ran routes on 58% of his snaps, but he had 51 snaps.
I thought it was 55.
Hold on. 51.
55 actual snaps. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, it says he was in there on 51 plays, and Njoku was in there on 61 plays, and that Njoku ran routes on 64% of his snaps, and Fanning ran on 59%. 59% of his routes, but Fanning had 3 more targets than Njoku had, so that's like 33% more. On the I don't know, just the math is mathing to where it should be Fanning. I just feel like I'm not going to give up on Njoku all the way just yet, not in a matchup like this. But so I don't envy anybody who has the choice of Njoku over Fanning, because I feel like both are going to be pretty relevant tomorrow.
Right,
and Corey said, he said, is Tua and Auto start in the super flex with the matchup? I only have 2 healthy QBs at the moment. I mean, I don't auto start. I'm gonna say I probably would start him going up against the Patriots, and they're at home. Like that's gonna be a little bit better than being on the road, no matter what. Just the comfortability, but yeah, this is like Tua is almost one game away from being like an auto sit until he shows us something.
Yeah, so unless you have multiple people in the top 24 receivers or top 15 running backs, I think you should start Tua. He can probably get you about 15, 16 points.
Yeah. What up, Mike? Minnesota Mike in the house said, what up, crew? And he said T or Sutton. I'm going Sutton.
I'm going T. Oh, Sutton?
T, huh? All right.
Yeah. I just think Jamar Chase and T. Higgins both going to have a good game. Both in my top 12.
I hope they do. Jaguars secondary looked a little bit better than we expected, or at least better than I expected. And JJ said full PPR, 1 wide receiver, 1 tight end, Strange, Kyle Pitts, Jess Smith, I'm assuming Jonnu Smith, and then Loveland. And then wide receivers are Tet, Adunze, Egbuka. I'm going to go Egbuka for the wide.
Gotta go with Egbuka, yeah.
And for the tight end, I'm gonna go. It's between Strange and Jonnu. For me, Jonnu, I think Jonnu might have the best matchup out of everybody versus the Seahawks.
Let's see. I actually have Pitts the highest, but they're within like half a point to a point difference. So I'd put them in the same tier.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. Even with the matchup, I think I'm gonna go Strange. I think we just saw a little peek into what he's actually gonna be last week, and if they didn't get that fluky, hour and a half pause, I think it would have been a little different for him.
Yeah, I love Strange this week. I am, like I said, I'm starting him over Geno Smith in my super flex.
Nice, there we go. And Corey said, "Come on, Kamara, Pollard, ETN." That one was the ETN one.
ETN, yeah.
And he said, he said, start 3 in the flex: Kamara, Pollard, Ricky P, Pittman, Stevenson, Rashad White, and Njoku Ingram. Yeah, see, even this, it's like it's so many. Like Pittman shouldn't even be in this. We'll just take him out.
Rashad White shouldn't be in there. Stevenson shouldn't be in there.
Yeah, take all them out.
It's got to be Kamara, Pollard, Ricky, right? Unless you get like a tight end premium.
And I don't think it is.
And even if it is, I
Yeah,
probably still go Ricky.
Yeah, I want the first three.
Yeah.
Kamara, Pollard, Ricky P. Yep. And B Silva, what up? And he said, play one, Juana Man, Strange, Hunter Henry. How do you pronounce his name? Is it Tongs, Tonging, Tongiz?
Tongas? I have no clue.
Yeah.
I'm not playing him.
At the end of the day,
It doesn't matter what your name is.
I'm gonna go Strange.
I'm gonna go Henry. I got Henry in my top 10. Strange is like right outside. I'm not trusting Juwan Johnson yet until we see it multiple times. I just don't think he's going to get 11 targets every single game.
If he wasn't playing the 49ers, I'd probably be starting him with more confidence. But 49ers have been one of the best teams, I mean, just for the longest time about defending the tight end, and a lot of it has to do with Fred Warner.
Yeah.
And he's there healthy, so. Grisby said Njoku, Gesicki, Ferguson, pick one. Gesicki shouldn't even be started at this point. He should be a stash, if anything. I'm going to go Njoku over Ferguson.
That's tough, man. They're so close for me. If it wasn't for the Fannin taking some targets away from him, I would say Njoku, but I'm going to go Ferguson. I got him literally like 0.3 points apart, but it's super close.
And shout out to Minnesota Marty. What up, bro?
Yo.
Yeah, and the Giants, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I get a little nervous about the Giants. Their linebackers are pretty solid. And Doug said, drop Mims for Calvin or Butte. I would drop Mims for either Calvin or Butte.
Wait, Calvin Ridley?
Right?
Like, why isn't he on a roster?
It's got to be like
on your roster.
It's got to be like an 8 or 10 man league, and someone dropped him after the first week.
It's Calvin Ridley. He was going in like the 7th round.
Yeah, so Calvin Ridley, go pick him up. Hurry
Calvin
up.
Ridley, sure.
You should have already told me.
Wait, maybe it's Calvin Austin.
Oh, I guess it could be.
Yeah. Okay,
See, guys, this is why you got to do the full name. But yeah, if it's Calvin Ridley, Doug, you should have already dropped Mims, picked up Ridley, and you should have came in like, hey, this dumbass in my league dropped Ridley, so I swooped him up and I dropped Mims for him. We would have gave you a golf clap.
But I think I'd go Booty. If it's Austin, I don't know.
Yeah,
Mims just didn't make sense because they gave him 2 catches for 13 yards. He usually goes for like 1 catch for 50 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
So that didn't make sense.
Trick said, oh, yeah, Kelsey, Henry, Juwan, or Ferg.
Kelsey.
Yeah.
I got Kelsey at 3 this week.
Minnesota Mike said Rodgers or Tua. Rodgers.
Yeah, I guess. That's ugly.
And everybody who just hopped in the chat, what do you think of like all the matchups that I have up on the screen like that versus like any other way I've had them displayed in the past? Oh, Corey said it's a hustler league. Oh, well, that's a horse of a different color. So that means these guys are going to get 2 points PPR versus everyone else getting 1 point PPR. I'm going to hold. I'm going to say the same 3. And King D. Start 2, half PPR. Pollard, Dobbins, Ridley, Igbuka, Tracy. I'm going to go.
Start 2.
I think I'm going Ridley and Igbuka. I'm going to go higher upside here.
It was definitely Ibuka. If it wasn't for Cam Ward, man, he struggles.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Pollard and Ibuka.
Okay. And Crispy, Strange or Samson? Ooh, this one's tough. I think I'm going to go Samson, but I don't like this position you're putting me in, Crispy, because I love Strange. I really do. I just feel like Sampson's going to get, he's going to have the opportunity for more touches. Bob said, should I pick up Ertz and drop Johnson for next week? Yeah, I'm not opposed to it, but yeah, I mean, let's focus on this week first. You know, like don't be putting
be able to trade Juwan Johnson after his big game, right?
Maybe. Some leagues don't like to trade. And Trick said the display is cool, looks good on the eyes. Awesome, awesome. Nick Von B said, I like that layout hustler. That works. Hell yeah. So this is what I'll have when we do the question and answer sessions. I'll just have something like this so we can see all the matchups very easily. Trick said, what game are you most excited for? In the morning games, I'm kind of most excited for the Bengals and the Jags.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's gonna be a good one. I want interested between the Browns and the Ravens, because I know the Browns beat the Ravens last year. I don't think they're going to do it this year, but we'll see. But my most favorite game is that Eagles-Chiefs game.
That's going to be good. That's not an early game, man. I
think it's late, yeah.
Yeah. Let me double check. Yeah, that's a 125 game. Well, 125 West Coast time. And shout out to Crispy for throwing in the super chat. You the man. And King D said display looks sick. Hell yeah. Corey, would you start Njoku, Ingram, or Tua in the super flex? I think I'm gonna start Njoku in the super flex. It's tough, and nah, you know what? I'm not gonna give up on Tua after one game. I don't think he's gonna look as dog shit as he did in week 1. And in our leagues, because this is a hustler league, the QB, it's just gonna be way easier for him to score 20 points than it is for Njoku and Ingram to score 20 points.
Yeah, especially with the hustler league. I was going to say, even if it wasn't, I would say Tua has a safer bet to get like 16 points than the other two.
Yeah. And Corey, Rodgers or Stafford? Ooh, that's a tough one.
Stafford, I guess. Fuck.
Man, that's tough. I think I'm going Rodgers at home. And JJ said, I think Bowers looked solid last week. Their rookie kicker didn't look great. We lost due to him, but I'd rather have him fail this year and do better over time than take the old kicker who struggled. I feel that. What up, Juan? He said, who for my wide receiver 1 and 2 and flex spot? Adams, Hollywood,
Calvin Austin.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's what fucked me up. Hollywood B, C Austin. Like my brain did not process that.
Johnson, Booty.
And Henderson, Chubb, and Charbonnet.
Holy shit.
It's way too many off the bat, but I'm eliminating Chubb right away.
Well, you got to start 2 wide receivers. Definitely Adams and Hollywood.
Yeah.
Now for the flex, I would still go Henderson, man.
Yeah,
I got faith in Henderson.
This one's tough. I think I'm going Boutte. Taking shots
on the upside, I think.
Yeah, that's where I'm going. And Corey said bench 2: Devin White, Demario Davis, Trevin Wallace, Landon Roberts, Levante David, Trevin and Landon. That's who I'm benching. That was easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Roberts.
And Corey said Curl or Murphy at the DB spot. Curl,
yeah, why not?
And hold on.
Yeah, drop a couple dollars. Maybe get the jukebox going or something.
Yeah, let's get these super chats flowing. And let them know, Crispy.
Yeah.
And Coleman or Mason?
That's easy for me. It's full PPR. You gotta go Coleman, man. You gotta catch his passes.
It's funny because I thought I was about to be arguing with you. I thought I was about to be arguing with you about that.
That's funny.
I'm ready to go to bat for Coleman this week, but I think it's because like he was someone that I've been talking about for everybody to like get as one of your first bench players. You know, like you didn't have to draft him as a starter. You got him in the 8th, 9th, or 10th round, depending on what league. And like he came out swinging last week, and if he wouldn't have got pushed out of bounds on that one, he would have had 2 touchdowns. But they just move him around so much that I feel like he's really going to be that guy who takes a really big sophomore leap.
Yeah, like luckily, like because he was my most hated player all last year. Didn't think it was a good value, but my boss Jeff Lambert over at Going for Two loved him, and we always argued. I always gave him shit for it. So luckily, before week 1, I did a short and put it out there about Coleman being a huge value. He could jump up in the top 24. We're drafting him outside the top 40. So if I didn't put that out there, he would have had a field day with me.
Oh, is that fight going on right now or about to be? Someone's talking about isn't it the Canelo something?
Oh, I think so.
Fight. Said I got my quesadilla ready.
Probably the pre-fight.
Yeah, I think they said the walkout time is supposed to be like at like 8 o'clock West Coast time. So
yeah, it's usually like 11 here.
Yeah, so we'll see. I don't even know. I mean, maybe we'll be live then. Who knows? I don't know. I could just tell by the way that their stare down is. This fight's gonna be a joke. I mean, it might go the distance, but yeah, you could tell. I want to see people look like they're about to kill each other at the weigh-in, not looking like they don't care.
I feel like we had this question a lot. Henry or Strange?
Yeah. I feel like we've had this a couple times. I'm on the Strange side. You said Henry, right?
I love Strange, but I have Henry as my tight end 8 this week.
Yeah. And Corey said, everyone, please like the video while you're wisening for your something or waiting for your question to get answered. That's what it's supposed to be. There you go. And Lex dropped Jaden Blue for Trey Benson. You asked this earlier, and I said yes earlier.
Yeah, yes. I would.
Yes. I don't even
Trey
think
Benson or Braylon Allen. I'd go Benson, man.
Yeah, I'm going Benson too. Crispy said, which Chubb are you eliminating, Hubbard or Chubbs? Well, I mean, if I'm saying Chubb, I'm only talking about Nick Chubb. I mean, if it's Chuba Hubbard, that's totally different. But yeah, I'm talking about Nick Chubb. I don't think I would start him at all I sat him in multiple 12-team leagues, where we start 10 on offense, and I sat him pretty easily for some other players. Vita Vea is one of the best defensive tackles in the league, and the reason why the DBs from the Bucks always get hella points is because it's so impossible to run on them. And John, he said full PPR pick 2, Keon, Hollywood, T-Mac, Flowers, QB's Mahomes. Man. So I'm one of the guys who I literally put 0 emphasis in stacks. So I just always think of people independent of each other.
So I think T-Mac, I think he had like 9 targets last week.
Mm-hmm.
Caught like over half.
Yeah. I know where I'm
he also saw, he missed every target he played against man because he doesn't get separation. It's when they play zone, that's when he's going to eat. So I guess it depends on the coverage, but I like T-Mac in my top 15, top 20. That's one for me.
I'm going Keon and Hollywood. Yeah, a lot of it has to do with Flowers going up against Denzel Ward and the Brown secondary, which is a lot tougher, I'd say, than the Bills secondary.
Yeah, my second would probably be Hollywood.
Sing about Hollywood. Mr. Rogma, kind of a weird question, but I'm new to Fab Leagues. Was curious how much I should spend on Waddle if I have 95 left.
What? Why? Wait, why is Waddle on waiver?
8 or 10 man league, man. Got to be.
I
I would look around and see who has what.
I mean, if Waddle's on the waivers, not many people are going to want him. So don't go blowing half your fab.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say maybe $16 or $22, like one.
I was gonna say like 10 to 12%, so that's even lower.
Yeah,
because I mean, if Waddle's on the waivers, there's going to be other people on the waivers that are going to be startable in the top 24, 25 receivers.
Yeah, you just always get your better people hitting waivers like earlier. I mean, it always happens that way.
So yeah, maybe go like 20%.
And Corey said Byron Murphy, Trevin Wallace, Mac Wilson, Landon Roberts, Kyle Van Noy for my last IDP flex spot. I'm leaning Mac. Return of the Mac Wilson.
I can get behind that. Yep.
What up, J Money? PF Fly. Full PPR. Pick one wide receiver, one flex. Tyreek, Sutton, Pittman, Jay Williams, Jay Warren. Okay. I'm not going to answer this question until you tell me which Jay Williams, because since it's a flex, it could be Javonte Williams. It could be Jameson Williams. I just don't like playing the guessing game. So just re-put it in and then tell us which Jay Williams. And we're just going to do it that way. He'll throw it back in if he's paying attention.
All right.
And then we'll get to it. And Aiden, he said, hey guys, I may have messed up this week. I traded Mike Evans and Kelsey for AJ Brown, Harold Fannin, who was 30 fab this week. Bad trade. I mean, I'd say it's kind of even, but I think I'd rather have the Mike Evans and Kelsey side like this week. But
yeah,
could change though.
Going forward, I think long run, I think AJ Brown for Evans and Kelsey could be fair on its own.
Yeah. And let's see, Jonathan, pick two, Lad, non-PPR, Lad, JSN, Igbuka. Non-PPR makes me want to go Lad and Igbuka. If it was PPR, I don't know. I may even go JSN over Igbuka thinking he's going to get more work, but non-PPR, JSN's going to be the guy at bench.
Like you got, okay, so JSN only had 22 snaps last week. Yeah, he got 95% of the targets or whatever it was. It was something crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you got to go with Buka, and then Lad's, I think he's going to blow up.
Yeah. Lad, he was one of my starts of the week this week. And I know if you have him, I mean, it's like, yeah, duh. But like, I think there's a lot of people who are questioning even starting him because of what QJ and what Keenan Allen did. So that's why
I don't even care. He's going to be.
I know you don't, but it's just because you're one of the guys who doesn't like fucking panic after like half of one game, like so many people are fucking panicking like insane on certain guys.
Should I trade away Jamar Chase for Keon Coleman?
Right? I mean, I'm just saying, man, like people like we make fun of that, but there's people who legit
I literally saw that question with
so that's why, like, I mean, one thing that I'm doing this year is I'm really remembering that most of my content is not for the 1%ers. Okay, like that's where Patreon is for. Like I'm putting way more information on Patreon for us, but like all my videos and shit, like that's why I'm even doing like 3-minute videos, because like my goal is to reach the masses. If I do a 20-minute video and like it's only like a couple of people watching the whole video, it's just like a waste of my time and energy and effort. So now I'm realizing the people who are watching these videos more often than not the live streams, those are different. Talking about the people who watch, these 3-minute short videos. It's all the people in the most basic leagues. And so I'm not even going to try to get cute with like my starts and sits anymore that I'm putting out there to the masses.
Nice. Smart.
Got to be more efficient. Because look, if I was spending all the time on starts and sits, I wouldn't have been able to have this cool ass graphic that makes this live stream just look like way better now. Right?
Hell yeah.
Because like I would have been taking time doing the starts and sits. And even that was just so tough. Like thinking about it, how I was literally doing a start and sit video at one point, and I would mention every relevant person in that video of whatever position it was. Fucking crazy. And here we go. And Survivor Burning Heart. That's the song, right? Let me see. Hold on. And we'll get that. Everybody, leave your questions in, but
yeah, we'll definitely get to every single one.
We're gonna get a quick break right now.
Yabba dabba do.
Oh yeah. Cause I mean, we're an hour in, a little all the emojis, and these are 100% unique to this channel as well. I'm gonna throw them in so you guys see what's all available. And the more members that we get, the more emojis that we can eventually add.
Bam. There we go.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Lex, Juwan or Hawkinson.
Easy.
I'm going Hawkinson.
Yeah.
It's like Juwan has like I don't know if it's the worst matchup versus a tight end, but I would say it's definitely one of the worst matchups versus the tight end. I mean, they started off just where they finished last year, where they're like a bottom 3 matchup for your tight ends right now. So
yeah, I'm going Hawkinson.
Be smart, sit Juwan man everywhere.
Yeah, Hawkinson's number 7 for me. And that's why I'm higher on Kamara, because I think Kamara's going to get a lot more of the passes that Juwan got.
Yeah, I can get with that. And Jay Money, should I start Mahomes against the Eagles or Dak who play? I mean, we'll see. Here's the thing about the Giants. They're not sorry, on defense. Like, I mean, Jaden didn't carve them up last week or anything. I mean, it was kind of like mid-level. I think he finished with like the 15th highest point. So like, it's not like he went like super crazy. Yeah, I'm going to say Mahomes at home over Dak.
All right, I'm going to go the opposite. I'm going to go Dak over Mahomes. I have Dak at 14, Mahomes at 19, but the difference in points in that area is just so minuscule. It's hard to rank those players.
Especially in quarterbacks, right? Because a lot of times, like, the like number 13 through 25 all finish like a point or two, like different
Dak,
from each other.
I have at 18.2 and then Mahomes at 17.2. So that's like a point difference. That could be nothing. That could be like a 10-yard run.
Yeah. And so it's either Tyreek or Sutton. I'm gonna go Sutton just because of how Tyreek looked last week, but he is going to be in flex consideration here though. So Tyreek, Javonte, or Warren, because Pittman's not in. I'm just not starting Pittman. If you have any kind of decent options, I'm not even considering him.
I don't even think I want to start Javonte because he didn't even look good.
No, and the Giants, I mean, they actually they were pretty decent with their run D last week. I mean, it's not like Washington, ran all. I mean, I know like at a couple points, there were, but I don't know. They
I'm just gonna play save and go Tyreek and Sutton.
Yeah. Leave the RBs to the side and leave Pittman to the side as well. Yep. So this isn't the Canelo fight, huh? I got it turned on right now. No,
I doubt
it's definitely not. It'll be the next one. It's got to be the next one that's coming on. Okay. And Lex, drop Jaden Reed for Pop, Coker, Gainwell, Dowdle. I got Chuba. I'd say for Pop. I mean, you can't put him in the IR because I mean, there's no point of getting Coker if you can't put him in the IR either. So I'd say Pop.
Yeah, I'd go Pop out of all these. It's just I don't know if I'd want to drop Jaden Reed.
Yeah, see, that's what sucks. Like, why can't you put him in your IR? Do you not have an IR? Is it only you hold 5? You only have 5 bench spots. That's another thing. That's another reason I hate like certain like these default leagues is like like the default is no IR and 5 bench spots, and like even in a default like start 7 on offense and then kicker and defense, 5 spots is not enough on the bench because, like, dude, when you start hitting bye weeks, it's like people are legit having to drop starters just to fill fucking starters. It's not cool. I hate it, man. That's something that I get angry about because I really don't like that. I really don't.
Ooh, this is a tough one.
Mason or Montgomery?
Full PPR. The PPR doesn't matter because they don't catch passes.
Right. Yeah, not these guys. Where'd the Bears finish at?
Bears.
Aaron Jones did get a lot of rushing yards in the first. Yeah, this is actually a pretty. I mean, it's a decent matchup on paper. I think
I have Mason at 24, Montgomery at 26, but I'm not locked into that. You know, I could easily switch them.
Yeah, what kind of sucks is that I really don't want to start either one of these guys. I mean, obviously it depends on your options, and maybe you don't have any options. I don't know if this is an RB2, spot or if it's one of your flexes. But I mean, it's decent matchups for both guys, but I feel like both guys underperformed in week 1 to the amount of touches we thought that they would get. That's what I didn't like about either one of those guys.
It all comes down to
an RB2.
It comes down to the touchdown for me.
Right.
I'm gonna volatile, man.
I'm going. I'm gonna take Monty. They're at home this week. I feel like they ground and pound a little bit more. I'm taking Monty in this one over Mason.
If I had this decision, I would lean Monty. So yeah, I am going to switch them. I'm going to put Monty at 24 and move Mason down 1.
And Triple X Lex, Hunter, Charbonnet. See, it's crazy because I'm on the Charbonnet side. It's a really great matchup. Plus, he got more touches than I thought that he would get in the first showing there. And if they're kind of like riding the hot hand at all, and he's a little bit hot, I think it's going to be a decent game for him. We still haven't seen it from Hunter, like he's still finding his NFL feet right now.
Yeah, I agree.
And Bob, you guys are great. Appreciate you, bro. And he said Hampton or Adams in the flex. I'm going Adams. Hampton was one of my sits of the week. Him and Genty. I want to sit where I can. We're obviously we're talking if you're only starting like 3 running backs at the most, or only 2 if you're putting a wide receiver in the flex. I don't want to play the running backs on Monday night. I really feel like it's going to be an air raid from both teams.
So I actually have Hampton as a breakout this week. I boldly put him in my top 10 at 10.
Oh, shit.
I think he's going to get like that 19, 20-point game. Adams right inside my top 20 wide receivers at that like 15, 16-point mark. So for me, I'm going to go Hampton.
Jamie's not playing. That's a bold take.
Yeah.
That's a bold take. There we go.
Gotta be bold, man.
Let's see.
Crispy's setting over 100 fucking leagues.
Yeah, Crispy's a savage. I mean, he did it last week. Did you? How many leagues did you fuck up in last week, Crispy? I mean, I know occupational hazard. It's gonna happen. But how many did you mess up where you left someone in, or whatever, out of all those leagues? Because if it only happened in like 1 or 2, like that's still like really good.
Man, like before I discovered best ball, the most I had was 43 leagues that I had to set lineups for. And I didn't have internet at the time. So I had to drive down to the fucking school, sit in my car right next to the school to use their internet. And this was back in like 2007, 2008, maybe. I don't even remember.
Bro, you ain't have no internet.
Didn't have no internet, man.
Had to drive out to Silicon Valley. Get a whole mess of internet. And Jay Money said, I feel like the Eagles have a tougher defense than the Giants. Yeah, they do. Yeah, I'm not going to say that they don't. But I feel like the Giants, like one of the places that they are good is their secondary, man. Their secondary is totally like revamped now. And Marty said Dallas Turner season, and Eric Wilson, right? That's the other guy.
Yeah.
Corey said Vikings player to pick up with Van Ginkel out. Dallas Turner would be the guy, and then with Cashman out, it's Eric Wilson. That's going to be the guy who's in there for him.
Man.
And then said
Cashman
Mac Wilson.
hurts.
What?
That Cashman, that hurts a lot.
Yeah, because
so high on him.
Because he went on IR. He didn't, like Van Ginkel's just out. He could come back next week for all we know. And hold on, Corey. Let me go double check the injury or the practice reports to check on what's his name? TJ Edwards.
So what's the question? Oh, Sewell or Wilson?
Yeah, because if Edwards is back, I mean, yeah, Sewell's nothing.
Yeah, I don't rank IDP, but let me check my guys.
Oh damn, he's not even on the injury report. He's good.
Where are they at?
Let me see.
Oh, the fucking.
Damn it, where the hell?
There he is.
Where the fuck are the practice reports? Let me just go over here. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, TJ Edwards got in a full practice on Friday, so just go Mac.
Yeah, Mac. Yeah, Mac. I'd go Mac too.
And Crispy said, me and Huss both called out Richardson being a bust from day one, and we never changed from that opinion, and we have always been right about that. Because, I said it before, and I'll say it again.
He's a bum. He was a bum then, and he's a bum now.
Smokey Bear LaFleur, 2 linebacker spots, Nick Bolton, Devin White, Landman, Brian Burns. Ooh.
Wait, Landman, Burns.
I am going
Bolton, number 1. So I'm just cheating off my guys cheat sheet.
Yeah, I'm going Devin White for one of them.
Yes.
And I'm gonna go Nate Landman for the second one. This is upside. Okay, I love Nick Bolton. I love Brian Burns, but yeah.
So I took the consensus of my dude, who's I think ranked 4th overall, and the number 1 overall guy. And he's got Bolton at 17, Landman 19, White 24. So any three of those I could see.
And Marty said, Gophers versus Cal State Bears kicking off here soon. Don't want to turn off the Notre Dame game, but I got to. Yeah, I'm not even watching any college football. Just, it rots my brain is what it does. Makes me think of players differently, I'm sure, or would make me think of players differently. Let them know. Crispy said, leave a super chat. You guys got no problem sitting in a block of traffic and paying $15 for a cup of coffee. Damn right. Throw in, hit that $, throw in a couple bucks, because not only are we here entertaining you, we're going to help you win your championships, and it all starts with your week 2 dubs. And Triple X Lex 6 bench spots, but no IR. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's better than 5, but yeah, the no IR sucks.
And Monty versus Mason, that was an RB2. So yeah, go Monty for J-Man.
Goose the dog, what up, man? This guy Goose is very confused. Is he a goose or a dog? And he identifies as a goose, but he is a dog. And he said at QB, I got Mayer Dak at wide receiver. I got Jacoby, Ridley, Sutton, Tet, Shakir. Also got Hubbard in my flex, but I don't think he should be moved. Man, I really want to play May versus the Dolphins, man. They're so trash.
So I have May in my top 12. at 11. I think he's going to smash this week, man.
Yeah, and he doesn't seem like the guy who's going to go out and party when they go to Miami.
Yeah, I mean, we seen last week Danny Dollars fucking throw up points versus that defense. You don't think Drake May's going to do that? Who's like 100 times better than him?
And
so you only got to pick one wide receiver. Damn. It's between Sutton and Myers, I guess.
Well, he said just wide receiver too, so I'm assuming we just got to pick one. I'm picking Sutton.
Yeah, I'm going Sutton.
And Toyota won. You the man. Let's hit up another dab. Let's get it.
Dabadoo.
And Crispy said 51% win in all my leagues. That needs improvement. Yeah, I mean, but here's the thing: when you play in a shitload of leagues, to even win more than you lose is impressive. And you know how I know why? Because like like the gamblers and all that, if you are a 55% hit rate as a gambler, you're a professional, because nobody hits that. That means you actually win more than you lose. And like, this isn't you just doing like 2 or 3 like random bets, like that's what this is. And but I track all my wins and losses as well. And I didn't do that great in best ball, but I was still at 50%, I believe.
So
let me
I don't track my wins, but I track how many championships I win at the end of the year. And if you win over 13%, you're making a profit.
For sure. I mean, I hit that.
I used to go like between 19 to 20%, I think, last year. And I mean, I made a great profit.
Yeah, I won 10 championships out of 37 leagues. So I was above 25%.
It's like 30-some percent. And fuck yeah.
And but I mean, for me, everything just comes down to the numbers. I got to know how good or bad I'm doing as a whole. So in Dynasty, I was 16 and 14, and it sucks because the 2 new best balls that the Superflex IDP best ball dynasties, I lost in both of those. I have like really good teams too, but I faced like some of the top teams. And then 7 and 6 in the redrafts, and got some tough leagues in there for sure. So 23 and 20 for my redraft and dynasty. It's a 53.49%. And I plugged in because we have against the median in best ball. I guess I should have plugged it in that way for all the dynasties as well, and I will. But I was 123 and 123 with all the against the medians. So right at 50%. Like, go fucking figure. Go fucking figure. But yeah, it's only week 1. It's only week 1.
And we got the Buckeyes going back to back. J-Man. 100% we're going to win that title.
There we go. And Toyota won. Let's get this Dabaroo going. And wait, did I already pack it? Am I high? I am high, but I didn't pack it yet.
According to Michigan fans, though, they have the championship.
Oh, shit, son.
They beat Ohio State.
Yeah, that is true.
It works like that, man, because doesn't that mean the Browns made the playoffs last year because they beat a playoff team?
Right? I mean, I don't know. I mean, by that logic, Eli's the GOAT, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. We just the logic's flawed, somewhere. And J-Man said, "Fuck Michigan."
Fuck Michigan, 100%.
And let's see, where did I leave off? We're hitting this dab. Appreciate you, Toyota won. And J-Man said Buckeyes are going back to back. There we go.
We are.
Marty said Ohio State looks good. The defense with Matt Patricia is legit. I know it's crazy that they got Matt Patricia there, right? Because that is news that.
I'm pretty sure. So they almost won by 28 points today, and I think the spread was 24. So did you see that?
The spread at least, but yeah,
Ryan Williams came out and said he's a better wide receiver than Jeremiah Smith. That's crazy. Here, let me pull it out. I posted it. There we go. So Ryan Williams, he so far, this was before today, but 895 yards, 10 touchdowns. Smith in his career has 457 yards and 18 touchdowns. So which one would you rather have?
Yeah, I couldn't even hear you, man. I was dying over here hitting this dab.
So Ryan Williams says that he's better than Jeremiah Smith.
Okay.
But the stats so far has Williams at 895 yards, 10 touchdowns. Not bad. Jeremiah Smith has 77 yards and 18 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So you tell me who's the better guy.
Yeah. I mean, stats don't lie.
Yeah. Like
I mean, I know. That's what sucks about college, though, because not all games are created equal, right? Like, not all stats are created equal.
But you got to remember, Jeremiah Smith was playing with a lot better wide receivers. On his team than.
Yeah, because you know who's like a really good example of that? Nick Nash. I mean, he led like all D1 with like catches, yards, and receptions. He's on the practice squad in the NFL like right now. So it's like, you know, that's a very, very good example of that. Stats tell one story, but like your competition will prove if you're NFL ready or not. How about that?
Yeah, 100%.
Yay, shout out to Phil who just threw down a super chat. Let's get it. If you got a question, Phil, throw it in. And once I catch my breath, we're gonna hit another dab. Yes, sir. And Shanman Mosa, half PPR, and Downs or Shakir.
I'm gonna go Downs just because I think it's gonna be a Downs week. Last week it was a Pittman's against Surtain. Downs is gonna be in the slot. I can see 7 catches, 60 yards from Downs, and that's gonna give you what, 13 points.
I'm gonna go the opposite on this one. I'm gonna go Shakir.
Shakira.
I just feel like it's going to be one of those days. Shakira. This is more like probably a knock against like the Colts and Downs than like me praising Shakir. I just think Shakir is probably going to get, you know, close to that 15, 16. And I just don't think Downs and the Colts are going to do what they did last week. And everyone's going to be down in points.
Could be, but you know, I got Down syndrome.
And Marty said, has Archie looking like a fool? Oh yeah. Man, is he playing Ohio State right now?
No, that was a couple weeks ago.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy though, because like all of a sudden Archie's not like the greatest thing since sliced bread, right? And all it took him was starting one game.
I know for a fact he's not coming out this year. He's gonna go back for one more year.
Yeah, like like I mean, if I was him, I'd want to also. Like, why not? You're getting paid so much. Like, dude, he has to be a god in Austin. Like, you know, like, I mean, if like everybody's already thinking of him as like the next great, you know, prospect ever, it's like he's getting paid so much money that it's going to be like a pay cut to go to the NFL right away. Yeah, all that NIL money, man.
Goose the Dog said CD is my wide receiver 1. Is that for this week or on the
year? He asked a question about his wide receiver 2, I think, is what it was.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know. People are fading CD for some reason. He had a fucking great game. The past 3 years, he never went outside the top 5 overall. Number 1 2 years ago, and then 5 last year, 6 the year before. I don't know.
Yeah. Turtle One said, I think I went 27 to 43 in best ball. Not too bad. Yeah. And I feel like most weeks, if you're just winning more than you're losing at best ball, you know, that's good because like we don't know what fucking team is going to like win this whole thing for us. You know, like it's your team just got to be good enough, make it to the dance, you know, and then from there, it's anybody's ball game, you know? So yeah, it's, I'm already telling you right now, man, it is going to be, I know it's going to be a lot of work when it comes to the playoffs, but now I'm so glad that I have this AI program that's going to be able to help like break everything down, because before I'd input everything and then I would have to like, you know, put everybody in order and all that. But now I just get to put everybody in, plug it into AI, and then AI is gonna like put everybody in order, and then I just get to post it. And yeah, it's gonna be way fucking better. Way fucking better. And CD Schmitty, Jaden Higgins or Caleb Johnson, or drop Jaden Higgins for Caleb Johnson. I'm assuming it's redraft. I probably would. I mean, because like if Higgins isn't doing anything right now, like he's going to be doing less when Kirk actually comes back. I know Kirk's out this week, but it seems like he's getting closer and closer.
Did we skip a IDP question?
Did we? Oh, Corey, thanks. Yeah, we totally did. And Corey said, which one to bench? Davis, Mac Wilson, Levante David, Devin White. Wilson. I'm playing Devin White and I'm playing Levante David for sure. Man,
that's tough.
Yeah, I think
I'm looking at my buddies' rankings and
I'm gonna play DeMario Davis. So I'm gonna sit Mac
bench one.
Yeah. So I'm gonna sit Mac Wilson.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Yeah, it's tough. Those are all good options. And Bulgarian Panzer. And do I start Zay Flowers, Pearsall, Devonta Smith, Jalen Warren?
I'm going Smith.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Smith too. It's the matchup, man.
Yeah,
Chiefs are soft in there.
I put their cornerback in a parlay for a good game.
Yeah, you already know they're going to come out swinging too. And Phil said probably a Warren week. I mean, I think so. I feel like the Broncos kind of funnel from the outside in because their corners are pretty dope, and I mean their safeties are dope, and I mean their linebackers are okay. Like they're more like better for fantasy football because they get hella tackles, you know. But oh shit, we're getting closer to the Crawford. This one needs to hurry up. It's only halfway done. And Sheedy Smitty, Evan Ingram, or Mark Andrews. Andrews makes me nervous, man.
Oh, he makes me nervous too, but I think he's gonna step up. Flowers just got way too much work, and I don't see that happening again. I'm gonna go Andrews. Like I'm looking.
Man, the Browns aren't even that good of a matchup for the tight ends right now, are they?
Man, shit.
Man. I mean, I feel like the Colts did better in week 1, but I feel like that's kind of by default because Miami was so trash. I'm going to say Mandrews. I'm not happy about it. I wouldn't be happy about taking either one of these guys, but I'm going to say Mandrews.
Andrews only got a 5% target share. Ingram got an 11% target share. One freaking target for Andrews. That has to change, dude.
Phil said, why wouldn't they give Zay more work? Well, I think for me, I'm just pumping the brakes on Zay a little bit for this week, specifically because of the matchup versus the Browns. I mean, hell, look what they did to Jamar Chase and Higgins last week. You know, I mean, the cornerbacks over there are legit, and that's why I feel like they're going to do something different. I don't think they're going to be able to get Zay Flowers as easily in the mix as they did last week.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
And you got to remember, Flowers got a touchdown, right? He's never hit over 4 touchdowns in his career, even in college. He's never had more than 4. And he's already got 1.
And here's another thing, too. Here is something to remember. All you savages who play in these hustler leagues and the 420 crew leagues, when I talk about like being down on a guy like Flowers, it doesn't mean we're not going to play him, because like our leagues, we have like 3 wide receivers, we have like 3 flex spots, and then we have a super flex spot. So our leagues are just different. You know, we're going to start a guy like Flowers more often than not, unless you are super stacked at, you know, running back and wide receiver. You know, normal leagues though, where you start a max of 3 wide receivers, That's more who I'm talking about maybe benching or pumping the brakes with. So just remember that. Crispy said, Pop, Hunter Henry, pick one. Going Hunter Henry.
Yeah, I'll go Henry, man. Love Henry this week.
Frank said Flowers or Samson. I'm gonna go Samson, but it's pretty damn close.
Yeah, give me Samson. So with Flowers, though, you got to remember, like,
okay, Crispy, yeah, Hunter Henry, in the past the Blunt League, because I don't know if you guys have noticed, if you noticed in that one, but you get a certain amount of points per like how far the pass is. Like there's someone who they took, you know, they put those little bonuses or whatever into effect.
So real quick with Flowers, last year you're only thrilled to play him in 6 games.
Yeah.
The rest of the year he was no better than wide receiver 32, and 5 times he finished outside wide receiver 66 or worse. So it's going to be ups and downs for him. You just got to remember it's a risk.
Just got to ride the wave. Yeah, Fly Guy sold on Kraft. You think he could be solid all season? I drafted him. Yeah, I think he could. I mean, one of the things they said they were going to try to get him more involved in. I mean, shit, they showed it this week.
So I had Kraft as my tight end 4 this week. People were like, "Oh, you're fucking nuts." And then I finally found one guy that had him at 6, and he even said I was nuts for having him at 4. But look at now, bitch.
Yeah, might end up being the number 1.
Yeah, exactly.
And Corey said Eric Wilson and Dallas Turner worth rostering, even though injuries are not. I said Kyle Van Noy would be the drop. Well, I mean, this week I like Kyle Van Noy versus Flacco. You know, I mean, last week versus Josh Allen, I mean, anybody versus Josh Allen isn't going to be good, you know, at the DL spot if it's someone who's kind of like depending on sacks. But yeah, I think Flacco's going to get a couple sacks tomorrow, and I bet you Van Noy gets one of them. So no, I'd say no. Don't drop. Damn it. All right. Trying to work on some of my teams in the background here too. And Hartnell, like Booker, DK Metcalf, find it so hard to bench DK against Seattle. Nah, I wouldn't bench him against Seattle. It's a revenge game. And nice dude, got him in the 13th round. Yes, Tucker Kraft in the 13th. Money in the bank.
My bad.
Okay.
Did I hear Metcalf? Yeah, I would go Metcalf over Ibuka, even though I love Ibuka.
Yeah, I mean, you got it's your classic revenge narrative. It's just the way it's written up in the movie scripts. And Frank said, never would have thought that it has so many Browns on my team. Samson, Judkins, Fanning. Yeah, see, because like, I mean, they suck for like the NFL, but it doesn't mean they're gonna suck for fantasy.
And they were very cheap in fantasy. So I understand getting the value where you got them in drafts.
Yeah. Man, I'm trying to pick up a DL here. Easier said than done. Phil said Kraft probably wide receiver 1 on the Packers. I mean, which seems like it right now, right?
I know. Well, there's what's his name? Christian Watson's going to be back at some point, but then he's just going to get hurt again.
And Seawolf said fantasy matchups X, and he said fantasy matchups times the graphics. What are you saying? You saying it's good? Is that what you're saying? What are you saying? And peace out, Minnesota Marty. Check you later, bro. And hey, Chip Douglas, what up, man? What up, Chip, from the Cable Guy? And he said sit 1. McMillan, Hampton, Javonte, Jacoby.
This one's easy for me. I'm going to see what you got to say.
I'm going to sit Javonte.
Yep, that's it. 100%.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, Hampton is one of the guys who I think you should sit, but I would still play
I don't know.
him
I got
over Javante.
Hampton as a top 10. Bold prediction.
It is. It's super bold. I can't go that bold. I'm the opposite, just because.
We've been on the same page for a lot today, actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, we both agree. Sit Javante.
All right, and we made it all the way to the end. There you go.
Oh, we got more coming in.
And Seawolf said, "Okay, cool matchup graphics. Yes, thank you, sir. Yeah, so so I'm gonna do these up. I'll just have these done up, weekly, and then it'll showcase nicely on the screen for whenever we're doing the start and sit, sessions. Dang it!
Oh, I got a paragraph here.
Yeah, that's just one of the Twitch bots. Okay, Jamie, if any questions come in, you want to read them out. I got to get a refill on my water, and I got to drain the main vein.
Cool,
You
man.
good to read out the questions?
I'll read them out. I'll answer them the best I can, and I'll shamelessly plug my shit.
All right, I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, drop some questions, man. Like I know Alex is going live tomorrow morning for the start sits. And then he'll probably be live all through the games. I'm going to join him for the games. I have my own start sit show. We don't do very well, man. We only get a handful of questions here and there, so it's hard to get through it all. So if any of y'all want to come over real quick, just drop a question in the chat. It's going to help keep the conversations going. It's not going for 2 live. So I'd appreciate it, man. Hope to see y'all there, at least for like a few minutes while you're just popping in. And obviously you want to come back to this channel, but I'd appreciate any questions you got. Going for 2. We started at like 11:30 Eastern time. Let's see, half PPR, Sutton or Ibuka? Dude, I love Ibuka, man, but I can't rank him over Sutton. I got Sutton as my top 20. Buka's a little bit lower. I can see him having about the same type of game, but I'm going to go Sutton if I had to choose one. Myers, Ibuka. I'm going Ibuka over Myers for sure. Again, same situation. I could, even though I got Ibuka higher than Myers, I could see him having similar outputs, but I'm going to trust Ibuka, man. He's just going to get those targets. Baker Mayfield loves the dude. Let's see. While we're waiting, I got a parlay. This is crazy, man. I got Jamar Chase for 2 touchdowns. Parlayed with Justin Jefferson for 2 touchdowns. Do you guys think that'll happen? Throw it in the chat. I know it's way out there, but it's possible, man. I think Brian Thomas gets over 100 yards this week. A.J. Brown, obviously, I think he's going to have a bounce back game. He's got to. Can't get any worse than what he did last week. Let's go to my tight ends. McBride. Love McBride. I had Kraft at 4. Pam, what up, Pam? I hope you're enjoying that jersey I gave you. You wearing that on Sunday? Drop some start sit questions. Fuck yeah. So Tyler Warren is a must play, I think. I got him in my top 6. Got to play Tyler Warren. But some of the deeper guys that you were drafting, like Hunter Henry, Zach Ertz, I have them in my top 10 this week, man. Hey, Pam. Yeah, Crispy. Yeah, sorry. I'm not a professional like Alex, man, so I can't keep it going, keep it interesting. Let's talk kickers. Brandon Aubrey. Number 1, obviously. Dicker.
Man, fuck kickers. I came back just at the right time. I came back just at the right time. Fuck
Yeah,
kickers.
you did, dude. I was pulling shit out of my ass, man. So if you had a flex spot where you could start a kicker in your flex,
Yuck.
Dicker, Booty, Moore.
Let me see. Chip, Sutton, or Igbuka. Man, I'm gonna go Sutton, but it's close.
Yeah, I went Sutton also. Then we got Myers or Ibuka.
I'm going Igbuka, but it's pretty close though.
Yep, same. Yeah.
Hey, what up, Pam? And she said, help. Oh, man. And Diggs or Hunter?
Oh,
Diggs.
I'm going Diggs.
Yeah.
Strange top 10. I could see it.
It's not hard to be a top. It's not hard to sneak into the top 10.
Yeah, like I have them at like 15, only because Njoku and Fannin are back to back right above them. So technically that would have put them at 13, 12 or 13.
Last one, Van Noy or Leonard Williams in the DL spot.
Ooh.
Did Rodgers did he? I don't know if Rodgers took a bunch of sacks last week. I know there's a couple.
Let me switch to DLs real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Van Noy, but it's pretty close though.
So who it is, Van Noy or Leonard Williams? Leonard Williams, 31. Where the fuck is Van Noy? 55. That seems kind of low.
Yeah, he's not too consistent. You have to pick and choose when you're going to start him.
So I guess the safe play would be Williams, but the upside would be Van Noy.
Yeah. I just think Joe Flacco is going to take more. And Joe Flacco is going to get a few more sacks than Rodgers.
Seawolves. What days going live?
Every day. I mean, yesterday was, just some stuff came up and I didn't go live. But outside of that, pretty much been live every day at 6 p.m. West Coast time, 9 p.m. Eastern. So
yeah, I always try to hop on Alex's lives when I can. I do a live show every Tuesday over at Going for Two. If you want to check that out. I also do a live show Wednesday at Fancy Six Pack. You can skip that one. But right after that at 10 p.m., I go live at the IDP Center. All right, Pam, pick 3. I'm gonna wait for Alex to come back. This is tough. Why can't you start all of these guys?
Hall, Kamara, Taylor, Etienne.
Hall, I think Hall is a gimme. You got to start Hall.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna sit Taylor out of all these guys.
So too, man. Even though I like Taylor, I think he could be. I know your video said you didn't like him.
Well, because see exactly, like this is exactly what I was talking about. Like the reason why I put him there is because I really don't like his matchup. But if I'm making this video, it's not for people who have like 3 flex spots like us, whatever, where you're like for sure starting him. For the people that you're max starting 3 and you already have a bunch of good options. That's why I did Taylor specifically, because I just don't like the matchup. And I think all these guys have better matchups than him and gonna smash just as much, if not more.
So I think Hall's a gimme. Kamara, yeah. Etienne, yeah. So Taylor, yeah, I guess he is the odd man out. I would try to trade one of these guys.
One sec, be right back.
So if I were to trade one, I mean, Etienne had that huge game. He's got Tootin sneaking up behind him. I think Tootin's more talented than Etienne. Or not talented, but more of a super freak. I think you can probably get more value selling ETN, try to upgrade at another position. Like what position are you weak at? Because having all these guys, you have to be weak somewhere.
Or it's just a small league. That could be a thing too.
It could be, but still, even in a small league, it's hard to get these guys. All 4 of them.
Nah, I mean,
Well,
ETN
went super late.
went
You're
so
right. You're
late.
right.
Like,
Right. ETN went super late. Kamara went right around Hall. So,
but if people are rocking with us, like they know how big I was on getting ETN as like a later guy because you're getting him as a bench player, and shit, he hit right away in game 1, so it ended up working out just like Coleman. Okay. And CB Dizzle, what up? Who do I start this week? Husson, Jamie, Chubb, Pollard, Sampson. Also, Chubb or Strange in a tight end premium. Well, the second one's easy. I'm going Strange.
wait, Chubb or Strange?
I'm assuming it's like a flex.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm definitely going Strange over Chubb. Even if it's not a tight end premium, I'm still taking Strange.
And then Chubb, Pollard, Sampson.
You got to pick one.
Yeah. I'm eliminating Chubb pretty much from any start and sit where you have even one decent option besides him that you're picking from. The matchup's horrible. He's definitely a shell of himself, and Houston's offense is shaky at best right now. And I'm going Sampson over Pollard, but it's pretty damn close, assuming this is a PPR league.
Yeah, I could see that, and I don't know why I got Sampson so low, but I'm going to go Pollard over Sampson. Yeah, I got like Sampson like 10 spots lower than Pollard. Maybe it's just I don't know why. I don't know, because I'm a Browns hater, even though I'm a Browns fan.
Yeah, see, it's personal biasness and the self-hatred. Whew. And Corey said, big up Eric Wilson and Divine Diablo on waivers or Cedric Gray. I know it's trash out there. Yeah, man. Got to do what you got to do, right? I'll say Wilson.
I don't know. This isn't my forte.
I'll say Wilson. Whew. Thanks for that super chat, Phil. Much appreciated for getting the heavy dabs in tonight. And we're getting ready because the dabs is the cheat code for me. Like the dabs and the bowls. I mean, those are the cheat codes for me. Slows the process down. Yeah, I remember when I was playing this is again, we got no questions in, but when I was playing like adult league baseball back in the day, it's probably when I was like 25, 26. I get so ripped going to the games, and we still would have like warm-ups and stuff. So like a lot of it would wear off before the games. But I just remember, man, I'd be so relaxed out there. And that was like the key to success in the batter's box, just being like super relaxed.
All right. So I got a question someone just sent me. Do you think Tua is done? No, obviously not. But either Tua, Daniel Jones, Flacco, Ward, rest of season.
One more time.
So rest of season, would you rather have Tua, Daniel Jones, Flacco, or Ward? And I'm just taking Russ out because Russ isn't.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. See, that's what sucks. They all suck. It's like it's all like the bottom of the barrel guys.
Rest of season, I'm taking Flacco out. I'm taking Russ out. So it's between Ward, Tua, or Daniel Jones. Who knows if Daniel Jones keeps the job? So Ward or Tua? I'm gonna say either Ward or Tua. I don't fucking know.
Right. Let me see. Let me go see if I can strength of schedule here.
I don't like Daniel Jones matchups to pass the next couple weeks.
Yeah, see, it sucks, man. I'm gonna say Tua, because he just has a lot better matchups. Like, I mean, Tennessee's got a really tough schedule for quarterbacks. And Hartnell, what up? Said you guys play any DFS? So I'm in Nevada, so I can't play DFS, but you can ask your questions. But I do host weekly best ball drafts and leagues, and they're only $22 and pretty fun, man. So we had a draft on Tuesday and we had a draft on Wednesday, and they're just 1 week leagues. That's it. Payouts happen the following week.
How about Downs or Bretton Strange?
Strange.
Yeah.
And Pam said Hollywood or Genty.
Sing about Hollywood.
I'll go Hollywood.
Yeah, I'm going Hollywood, bro.
Hollywood, always up to no good. And man, we got some tough matchups here this week. And it sucks because in one of these leagues, you know what? So here's one for everybody. In my RB2, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, or Ramondre Stevenson.
Oh, god damn, that's fucking ugly. So you got
is.
Chubb, Hunt, or Stevenson.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take Hunt out.
And it's 2-point PPR. If that makes a difference.
Well, so name those again. My bad.
Chubb, Hunt, Stevenson.
Ooh, god damn. I guess I'll go Stevenson, man.
That's where I was leaning. I had Chubb in, I think, just from last week, but making that move right now.
It's hard to rank outside the top 30 running
because
back.
my team as a whole is pretty dope in this league, but my RB2 spot sucks because I got Josh Allen and Herbert. Those are my QBs. And then I got James Cook. I got Garrett Wilson, T. Higgins, Devonta Smith, Ricky P, Keenan Allen, Travis Kelce. Those are just the starters. And I got Kupp and Chubb now and Darnold on the bench. So my team is dope, but it's like, that RB2 spot's pretty whack.
Yeah, Pam wants to know Strange or Kincaid. Did we answer that?
No, maybe we didn't.
We
I'm going.
We both love Strange this week.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I'm going Strange over Kincaid.
Yeah, I'm going Strange over Kincaid.
Okay. And Seawolves have Allen and Purdy as backup. Drop Purdy to pick up Jones, Penix, Rodgers, Fields, or Stafford.
Fields. Fields is the most upside.
Yeah, especially this week, man.
Gotta go Fields.
Gustavo, Caleb, or May? I'm going
easy.
May.
May, yes, 100% May. I got him in my top 10.
All right. Pam said hurt on tight ends. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Made it to the bottom. Started from the bottom. Now we're here. Now I can smoke, and now we can. And the Canelo fight got to be coming out soon because the other one just got done. So I would assume it's the next one coming up here. Okay.
This was a fun time, man. I hope you all got like different perspectives. You got Alex's point of views, my point of views. A lot of them aligned this week, obviously, but
hell yeah.
I think it just makes it funner, man.
Oh yeah. Toyota wants that main event's coming up soon. You guys like boxing? I mean, I'm gonna watch it. So for me, it's so for me because that's like their fix. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna be a great match, but that's funny. Macaulay Culkin's at the fight. They showed Mike Tyson.
Isn't he married to like someone hot?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
What's her fucking name?
I forget what I forget what her name is, but
Transformers?
when you see her, you know, he looks like he outkicked his coverage if you're just talking the way that each other looks. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know if I can handle being on live for 10 or 12 rounds.
Oh no.
Hopefully they get down to business you know, pretty quickly. And Corey said bench one, Kamara, Pollard, Ricky P.
Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah, I think I'm
I'll
gonna
go
bench
one running back and then Ricky P. So I guess I would go Kamara and Ricky.
yeah, so yep, Pollard be the guy sit.
Brenda Song. That's his fucking girlfriend. Where's she from?
Yeah, I feel like she was somewhere in Hollywood.
Oh, she's Asian. Fuck yeah.
Wait, is it not the next? Is the main event not the next fight coming up?
Oh.
They're showing some other guys on right now. Vargas Jr. And I couldn't see what the first guy is.
Oh, dude, he's dating London Tipton from The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Knew she looked familiar.
Bob said he isn't home alone. No. Mm-mm. Yeah. Yeah, he's living the good life now for sure. All right. Well, let's keep smoking here for a second. Let's see if it's not CB Dizzle said Caleb or May. We answered that, right?
Yeah, we answered that May for sure.
Yeah. All the way May. Man, Noble's really been into we got him a keyboard a long time ago, and like he would mess around on it a little bit and kind of go back and forth, but now he's like super getting back into it because he'll just like watch YouTube videos and like, you know, learn like songs from like that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so we're gonna see how much I told him when I went out there to go refill my water, I was like, dude, look up Beethoven. He's like the best he's like the best piano guy ever.
Oh, Beethoven.
And,
I'm surprised he didn't come back and say, oh, that dog was super cool.
And I told him it's spelled like Beethoven.
That's cool, man. Like my son just turned 6. I have a keyboard in my garage from my grandpa had it when I was 6, and I used to play on it. So I should pull that out and let him bust some stuff out.
Oh yeah, dude.
Fields, Dak, Rogers, T-Law. It's got to be Fields, right?
Yeah, I think it's got to be.
I mean, just for it's either Fields or Dak. Definitely not T-Law or Rogers.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me pull my spreadsheet.
Gonna do it. Gonna go Fields. The
I got Fields at 6 and Dak at 14. So yeah, definitely Fields.
and start 2 Pacheco, AJ Brown, Jacoby Sutton.
I don't want to start Pacheco, man.
I'm going AJ and I'm going Sutton.
Yeah, AJ Sutton for me too.
There we go. All right.
Make sure you come back next week and yell at us if we're wrong.
Yeah. And if we're right, come back and leave a super chat.
Hell yeah. As long as you keep coming back.
Yeah. And he said, isn't Myers going to go crazy? I mean, I think he's going to do good. I don't know about go crazy, though.
Yeah. He's an average talent. Like, I have him at 26 for a wide receiver.
If I knew for sure that Brock Bowers wasn't going to play, it'd be a different story. Like Brock Bowers might not play, but we're still kind of waiting to hear officially. Because he got in the limited practice. If he wouldn't have practiced at all, then we would have known that he would have been out. But
yeah, so AJ Brown, I have him in my top 10 wide receivers. Myers, I just said outside my top 26. Sutton's around 20.
Corey said Field, Stroud, McCarthy, Penix. Pick one.
Ooh, it's between Fields and McCarthy for me.
Yeah, I don't really. I'd just take Stroud out of the mix here.
Yeah. Still think you got to go Fields, man. Buffalo their defense is bad.
Yeah, looked bad last week, and I'm sure they're going to get a little bit right before this game compared to last week and having to play Lamar. But yeah, they got injuries to Ed Oliver, and just they're in a lot. They got a lot of issues.
So Pam wants to know if you play Juwan tomorrow or wait till Monday to play Bowers.
Yeah, I don't want Juwan this week. Like, I know he was like a waiver pickup, of the week. Yeah, I mean, he just doesn't have a good matchup this week versus the 49ers. So who else? Like, what else would your options be?
Yeah, so I put Juwan at tight end 16, and I have Bowers at number 2.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's ugly, but yeah,
It's early. Don't be cute with it, man. It's that's pretty much like starting Keon Coleman or Quentin Johnston over Jamar Chase. You don't do that.
yeah, not this early because we got to trust the process. But yeah, throw it in, Pam. Who would your other? My question would be: could you get a Conklin or a Mayer, so you have the pivot?
Yeah, that's.
Since you could play Loveland, yeah.
See, I don't even know.
It's kind of just the same. It's kind of the same thing until we know.
Yeah, like Loveland, I have him at 29 for tight ends. Like that's below Jatavian Sanders and fucking Mason Taylor's and shit. But for Dynasty, yeah, I have Loveland as my tight end 7.
And Pam said I can get Mayer, drop Mims or Leggett.
Oh yeah, I would do that. I would either of them. I don't even care.
I know who would you drop? Who do you think's worse out of the two? That is kind of tough because I don't like either one.
I know Mims has the higher upside for that boom or bust. Leggett is probably safer to get you like an 8-point game, but we don't win by playing an 8-point. You'd rather have Mims, I think, with that chance of getting that long 50-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead.
Dude, it's not the main event that's happening right now.
Seriously, it's past 11.
Yeah.
What the fuck's taking so long? Is all of the matches before gone to decision?
I don't know, but yeah, this is another one where they're not. They're not. They're barely coming out right now for this other one. So I don't think we're gonna make. I don't think we're gonna make it. Because I was gonna shut it down here pretty soon. We'll still answer some questions, but I know we're over 2 hours here. Give me 1 second. I gotta give Noble something.
Hell yeah. Fields over Stroud, 100% Fields over Stroud. Golf, yes. Penix, yes. McCarthy, yeah. I mean, I could see a scenario where McCarthy outscores Fields. I just can't rank it that way. Looking at my spreadsheet, I have Fields in the top 10 at number 6. Yeah, Penix down at 15. right by McCarthy. So yeah, you got to go Fields for that upside. Drop Leggett for Mary. Yeah, because like we said, Leggett's only going to get you maybe a 10-point game or a 8-point game. But Mims has that upside where he can get you that like one catch, 50 yards, and a touchdown. So that's what, it's 12 points right there on one play.
Yeah, it's Legette's pretty blah.
Defense, I don't rank defense, so I can't answer this.
Seawolf said Rams or Denver.
I go shit, they're both top 3.
Yeah.
Well, they have to be. Let me go check my source.
Yeah, I'd go Denver, but I mean it's pretty close. Rams solid matchup.
So my trusted source says Broncos at 2, Rams at 3. So they're both top fucking 3.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'm gonna go against Daniel Jones. Denver versus Daniel Jones. Give me that matchup.
Yeah. And Phil said the co-main should be solid. 2 undefeated fighters with a lot of hype. Okay.
Ooh, interesting.
I hope so. And thanks, Phil, because I know you're always tracking the fights. And Gustavo traded McLaurin for Pollard. Who wins?
I kind of like McLaurin side.
Yeah, I would want McLaurin more also, but if you have a bunch of wide receivers and you have like no running backs, I feel like this could be a mutually beneficial trade, in that sense. But
see, that's how you do trades.
Yeah,
you don't trade wide receiver for wide receiver or tight end for tight end.
Yeah,
you want to make both teams better, and I like it. Do it.
Yeah, if that's what you did, if you got a bunch of
both of you win.
Yeah, because you got what you need to fill voids. Hopefully, that's what happened.
Yeah, Corey,
okay, yeah. So one of the guys is 14-0, 11 KOs, and the other guy is 17-0, 15 KOs. Super welterweight though, Yeah, we'll see you in the morning, Toyota 1. I'll be live at 8 a.m. Cali time. Yeah, getting ready to shut this down here in a few minutes, maybe like one more bowl. And Crispy said, Jonnu Tillman Cup, pick one. I'm going Tillman.
I gotta go Tillman, bro.
Yeah.
I started Tillman last week over Jameson Williams, Cooper Kupp, people that I drafted before Tillman.
Yeah. Well, and Seawolves, just give me some of the options that you have, because it really depends. I don't rank defenses either.
Okay, so I'll pull up my trusted source.
The ones that I said were good pickups were the Cowboys, the Rams, and I can't even remember the other one. But the Cowboys also lost Bland, in between now and the time that I made that video.
I think you missed Corey's question. Pick one: Fields, Stroud, McCarthy, Penix, Goff. It's Fields.
Yeah, I thought that was the my bad. I thought that was the
I thought I answered that when you left, but he probably put it in again. But it's Fields.
Oh, well, maybe he was just asking me, and my bad. Yeah, and Fields would be the guy there out of all of those guys for me too. I mean, it's the matchup versus Buffalo.
Toyota 1. I'll see you later, homie.
And Marlo, pick 2 to start at the flex: David Montgomery, Tyrone Tracy, Zach Charbonnet, Chris Olave, Quentin Johnston. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna go the last 2 wide receivers there.
Olave, yes. Man, it's hard to start. You gotta start 2. I'm gonna go Olave and Montgomery. I just don't trust Rick for hands. Quentin Johnston.
I don't trust him either. I guess I'm just Charbonnet is the best matchup out of all the running backs. I mean, I just feel like there's more upside there. And Crispy, you the man. Must be time for another dab, Crispy said. Let's get
I'm going to answer the defense question that Seawolves asked. Why you take your dab?
What was the question he asked? Oh, the top Ds.
Who else you have as top defenses for team defenses?
And Corey said, "Here's the $1 million question now, May or Fields." I think I'm going Fields, but it's pretty damn close.
Fucking super close. They're both in my top 10, but I just put Fields at 6 for that. But I have May like right behind him at like 8.
Yeah, it's
God damn it.
super close. But Buffalo's defense is it's a little bit in shambles right now.
So I have a league where I as a dynasty league where I have May and Fields and Nix and Herbert. And I'm trying to decide who do I want to fucking start. And I think it's Fields and May. But I can't sit Herbert. So I don't know what to do.
And Saucy Boa, what up? He said, "Was good, Hustlers." He said, "For one flex, DK, Jacoby, or Tony Pollard."
Between Myers and DK, I think you have to go DK.
Dude, DK's got a revenge game against the Seahawks, man. Like, he would go up against these guys in practice every day. Like, come on, man. Like, you got to go DK. Got to go DK. Going to be a good matchup for him and going to be a good game. Because you know Rodgers is petty. You know that he is. So he's going to help like DK's pettiness and make sure he get back at his old team. It's going to happen.
Yep. Gotta get down with that.
Yeah, there we go. Saucy Boa said true that. Yeah. Hell yeah, bro. Make sure you're back here tomorrow morning. I go live about 2 hours before the games kick off. And then we stay live for the watch party all throughout the show as well. And check this out. This just sums up what the 420 crew watch party is all about. I mean, matchups from last week, you know, but like just this in a nutshell is how our watch parties are. They're just they're super dope.
I love that graphic.
Yeah, man. Right? Is that not super dope? It totally represents 420 crew, how we rock around here.
Hell yeah. So someone asked a trade question. I don't know if this is dynasty or not. It can't be dynasty. It has to be redraft.
Assume redraft.
Yeah.
Let's say something different. And Brazil said that's a nice graphic. Dude, I'm pro at the graphics now, man. Pro at the graphics.
I think we're going to disagree on this trade.
Let's see. I'm still coughing and dying over here. Would you trade Kyren and Zach Sharps for Genty? Well, to me, Zach Charbonnet is a bench player.
Yep.
So, but I value Kyren higher than Genty in redraft. So, no, that's not a trade that I would make because for me, this seems like you're overpaying for Genty and trading 2 running backs for 1. Even if Genty does do better than Kyren, it has to be a lot to justify giving up that for him. So I wouldn't like the trade doesn't even make sense to me. So I would just I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I knew we were going to disagree. I'm going to take Genty because I know the talent is there. The usage is going to be there, similar to Kyren.
Hold on, just right there, because I was just going to ask you, how much better do you think Genty is going to do compared to Kyren? Because that's the main part of this trade.
I think Genty's efficiency is going to be better than Kyren's efficiency, and they're going to get similar usage.
But we don't necessarily care about efficiency for fantasy football. Like we just care about like the end production.
Like Kyren's 3.9 yards versus Genty's 5.2. They get the same carries.
Yeah, but I don't think that Genty is going to average over 5 for the whole.
Yeah, no, I was just
whole
season, but still.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, let's boil it down to like just numbers. Do you think he's going to be 10 points per game better than him? 5 points per game, 20 points per game better? You know, like that if you could guess.
It gets so close. It's going to come down to the touchdowns for Kyren. I think, because I think Genty could probably catch more passes over the season. So in PPR, I'm just going to lean Genty. You got to remember, people were drafting Genty at the end of the first round, beginning of the second.
No, I know, but I'm not saying which way you're leaning. I'm saying how many points per game. If you had to guess, I'm not saying you have to like, literally think of it like, that specifically. But how many points per game do you think Genty's going to get over Kyren?
Probably like 2.
Okay. And see, and that's what I'm saying, like right there. So I mean, at the end of the day, you still think of them in a pretty similar like type of like tier of player.
Yeah. So for example, in draft, I was skipping over Genty because it was going too early. Yeah. I was grabbing Kyren everywhere I can because it was going so late. Like I got Kyren at the 402, 403 in some drafts.
Yeah.
Genty was going like 112, 203, 204. I don't know.
Fantasy drafts have literally just become a popularity contest at the end of the day. It really has turned into that because there's no reason why Genty should be drafted that much higher than Kyren. But yeah, for sure he was. And he is the better value player in a dynasty, I feel, but we're talking redraft and who's going to help you win, and over these last, 16 games that they play, who do we think is going to do better? And that's what I'm saying. Even if Genty does do better, it's going to be so close that it's not going to make a difference, I feel. And Kyren has an easier schedule. And so that's why I'm just saying, like, if the whole thing was like, maybe he thinks that Genty is like way better. And Frazil said the Genty owner has Ken Walker as his RB2. Well, I mean, so he's making this trade just to get fucking Charbonnet, like, I mean, that's another thing too. You don't have to pay him extra just because he has someone and you're just like, oh yeah, like I got this guy, like maybe I can help you out and you can give me a player that I like want to cheer for, because like it doesn't help your running back situation to trade Kyren for Genty. Like where are you trying to improve your squad? Because I don't like to trade just to trade because you can fuck up your own team that way. Because I don't know, man, there's just something in the stars, man. The more you move around these pieces, like you're bound to get an injury like somewhere along the way. And you don't know if it's someone you trade for, or if you trade away someone, before it happens, it always feels good. But like if it happens the other way around, it doesn't feel good at all.
All right. I see another question.
The first thing I thought about that was, what if Kenneth gets traded away? I don't think Ken Walker's getting traded.
Yeah, I don't see him getting traded.
Yeah. Corey said last single QB, Rodgers, Dak, or T-Law. I'm gonna go Rodgers.
Ooh, I'm gonna go Dak.
That's pretty close though.
Dak,
all those guys kind of similar tiers to me. I think Rodgers may have like the better matchup out of all those guys, but yeah, it's pretty close. And for everybody new who just hopped in, if you've already answered this, don't worry about answering. But what do you think of the graphics and the matchups? Easy to see? Does it make everything look a little bit better than the way that I had it before? Going to be something that I start doing. Make sure we got a cool way to display all the games here.
Crispy, you should know better than this.
Thielen or Myers? Yeah, Thielen ain't the guy right now.
Come on, it's Myers all the way, bro.
Yeah.
You're going to kick yourself in the ass if you start Thielen over Myers.
Jacoby, yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Man. Okay. I think it's about that time. Been live for 2.5 hours.
Damn.
Let me get
grinding.
Oh yeah. It's the only way to go. Only way to go. Putting in work for the peeps. And let's stay through the credits, guys. Stay through the credits. And if you want to get your name on the credits, all you got to do is get on Patreon at the420crew.com. You want to get there. A lot of good information I'm posting throughout the week. And shout out to Justin Pickle in a Jar and Chris Patriot Sports. Shout out to the producers. Shout out to the co-producers. Crispy said you guys were all over Thielen's nuts last week. I don't think I was all over his nuts. Maybe I said to start him in a couple places. Shout out to the associate producers. And Frank said, peace out. Yep, the graphics are tight. Hell yeah. Peace out, Bob Hope. Everybody make sure you come back tomorrow morning. I will be back tomorrow morning, 8 p.m. West Coast time, 8 a.m. West Coast time, 11 a.m. East Coast time. So we'll see you guys here. We're going to be chilling. We're going to be setting lineups. And, yeah, we're going to be winning our week 2 matchups. I'll tell you that much. Thanks for coming through, Jamie. You the man. And we'll see you guys next show. Peace out.
Peace.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played